Good morning, guys. I'm J0k.
Hello, I'm Nightingale.
Welcome to Yak Talk episode 4.
Yeah, so today we do not have that many news, but still plenty of them to share with you. I think we will start with the new art the game has been getting. We have quite a few new art pieces included.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I especially really like the Wind Soldier and the Cypher's Wrath.
I actually think I prefer the Altwind Soldier. This is cool, but I probably the it was like I'm too used to it, but the safer strat is really cool. I
Yeah.
actually thought when I was looking at my deck, what is this new card? This how this weird. It was, yeah,
Yeah,
but
no,
yeah,
I really like it. So the developers have been working hard on the new art, and here's the latest pieces.
yeah. I think we have like quite. There isn't that much placeholder art left. There is still some, but quite much is done already.
Yeah,
So the base is really good.
yeah, and each card they add is just more beautiful than the last one, except for Hunted Outlaw. No, nothing is ever gonna beat that.
Okay.
Alright, so that's the new art.
Yeah,
And
that's not the big news. So then yesterday we had what was it called? Qualifier. Not it's season one cup, and there are 8 players who were highest on the God rankings in last season played for a total prize pool of $300,
yeah,
and the victor was King Dance. So he's doing pretty well lately. His main deck was Mono Blue, which is you will see kind of a lot of on ladder. There are quite a few variations. So he also other deck was also nice. So second place was Helios Flame. His main deck was Mono Green, which surprised quite a lot of people because nobody plays Mono Green in current format. The cards are just not there. Though considering the fact that he got to the finals with Mono Green as a main deck, surprise factor is big, and it still was a good deck. Just not enough to beat King Dance.
yeah.
And third place was Sweetie. I didn't check too much how he was playing, though I do know that he lost to Heavy, not Heavy, to Helios. Helios is mono green. Though I do have to say that Helios, when he was playing with mono green against King Dance, he got all the buffs in his hand, and he's like he had one creature which King Dance killed thanks to Aurora Mythmaker, and all the other cards in his hand were like Ronin's commands and embraces. So and he had feed the forest. So no creatures, all the buffs, which is not supposed to happen that often.
No, I posted a link now in the chat, and I will also post it in on the YouTube video later, so you can go check it out. It's Crow and Atmas casting, and I have only seen like the first hour or so. I haven't had time to watch it all yet, but I really like to hear the two of them cast together. They're great.
The only complaint I have about that tournament is that both players from Team Equilibrium who were qualified played again in first round. So King Dance played against Lou in first round of the game.
Yeah, well,
So
that's how it works. I mean, when there's random brackets, there's
well, yes and no, because like Cappuccino and Helios did not get to play against each other, so that was good for them. And there were some misunderstandings in the bracket because from what the way I saw the brackets, it was slightly different. But yeah, it's not a big deal, anyways.
okay.
That just happens.
And for everyone who's new, I hope we have some new players because of what happened recently. But anyway, so this is a monthly thing. Monthly thing. Every season, the top 8 player will be invited to an official tournament where they fight for $300. And
Actually, are you sure that it's going to be one next month? I thought that the cup, which we will talk about next, is going to replace that.
um, I'm not sure. Okay, so never mind what I just said. I thought it was gonna be a monthly thing, in
Yeah, I
addition to
also thought it, but
the cup.
yeah, I think it was replaced like week after that or something like that. They said that the one coming from the July onward will not be that small. Anyways, so the big news for kind of big news, the invite.
Yeah, so the first invite has been revealed now for the monthly cup, and it's gonna be Ponyhof. Ponyhof. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. I always call him Pony. And I'm excited. He also played in the Go Faeria Clash tournament, and he didn't do too well there, but he's really entertaining to watch, and I like to watch his stream.
Yeah, and he did accumulate experience, so expectations on him right now are a bit higher than on the Go Fairy Clash. Yeah, so this will be the event that is going to be next in the July, and we're still having one more qualifier for that event next weekend. So anybody who's interested can join it, and hopefully we'll have a lot of players, at least more than last time. Though last time it was what, around 50 people?
It was more than 50. It was over 60, I think.
So yeah, we were in the we were in the 70s, like 70 people or so.
And then there's also, of course, the vote for your favorite. There's going to be 4 players getting a direct invite to the finals or to the playoffs. So go there and vote for me.
Yeah,
I'll post the link.
Sure. I could also get an invite, but yeah, I'm not really banking on that. So we'll try to do my best in the next qualifier.
You just have to play the qualifier and win it.
Yeah, good. I did dislike slightly the Pantheon format, so yeah. Anyways,
well, the good thing for me is that now Heavy has finally already qualified, so I'm not gonna have to play against him again because he takes me out every time I play against him, no matter the tournament.
Well, did you play in the last qualifier?
I played him in every tournament I played except for the one I won.
Okay. That tells a bit much. Yeah. So I'm moving on slightly.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about the constructed, we'll talk about a bit more about the meta game, which is kind of healthy if you don't look in the mono green direction. We have like a mono blow deck, which is kind of too random, but it's still good. Then there is blue-green Apex deck, which has been on nerves of many people because chaining multiple Apex Predators is really annoying. Then there is Yellow Rush, though that doesn't work so well anymore, but the Yellow Control still is good. Mono-Red Control is quite good, and variants of red and red-yellow burn decks. Plus there is kind of nice deck that combines the power higher than toughness theme from red and yellow. So there is quite a lot of variety. Now, if only the mono green was a bit better.
Well, maybe it just hasn't been experienced. People haven't tried it out enough, experimented with it.
Well, it's still the power level of green is considerably lower than of the other colors. Last patch gave us Earthcraft, which helped a bit, but it's still not enough. But hopefully we can expect some improvements in the next patch.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be before the event is over.
I don't expect any big changes before the next qualifiers at least.
Yeah,
because people are already practicing their decks and talking about strategies with their teams and so on, so they don't want to shift that all up.
Yeah, so about people, and a lot of people hopefully.
Yeah, so this weekend, Faeria has been free to play. Because they wanted to make a go to get new players during Dreamhack Summer, which has been over this weekend. It's still going on, and I've seen that the player base has grown quite a lot.
At least for this weekend.
Yeah, for this weekend we had sometimes over 600 players online, which is
good.
It's very good compared to what we've seen the last few weeks. So now the only question is how many of them will stick with us starting now and tomorrow, because as far as I know the free-to-play period is over since an hour ago, but the game was also available for half price, so It was really cheap, so I hope a lot of people picked it up.
Okay. Yeah. So, a bit more about Dreamhack. You were there with Scream. I saw some of your photos on Reddit.
Yes. So basically, as soon as Abracam revealed that they were gonna send Scream to Dreamhack, I was like, okay, I'm going to Dreamhack. I had not planned on going because there was nothing really that interested me this time. But of course, when I heard that Scream was going, I wanted to go there and check it out and also help him to promote Faeria a little bit because I love this game. And we had so much fun. I was only there for like 7 or 8 hours or so, but I feel like I managed to help so many people get into the game, and they all seem to enjoy it very much, or not all maybe, but most of them. And one of the first questions I asked to these players that came to try the game was, all right, so do you have any experience with Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering? Because it's like, it makes it easier for me to explain the game if I know if they have that experience or not. And to my surprise, so many people said no, they have not tried any of them, and still they were very drawn to this game. That surprised me a little bit, but it also gives me a lot of hope, because that means the audience is much bigger than I thought for this game. I kind of expected Faeria to be something that people from Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering come to and check it out. But a lot of people walked by, thought it looked cool and tried it. Some people, I was playing with them for hours. Most of them were playing for maybe 20 minutes or so, but few stayed around for a long time.
Yeah, well, the game is really impressive and has quite a lot of depth, especially for the beginners. It's really like big and deep compared even to Hearthstone. Even when you understand the fundamentals, there is quite a bit of tactics to get a grasp on.
Absolutely. And the people who did come from Hearthstone, for example, many of them said explicitly that they're kind of sick of it because there's so much RNG going on in Hearthstone. And I did write that to the developers, and I'm hoping that because of it, maybe they will tone down some cards that we have currently.
Yeah, the mono blue deck, it's kind of sad how like basically 1/3 of the deck is totally random, which is kind of sad to see, because it denies the player's skills more than it encourages adaptiveness. But yeah, hopefully it will be changed. The good thing is that generally they do listen to the players and feedback, so there is a hope that it might change.
Yeah, and only time will tell.
Yeah. So, anything else about Dreamhack? Any good memories?
Well, it was just really fun for me to like meet all the people. We were there with Alienware and Rocket, share the booth with them, and it was just a lot of fun. And I would absolutely love to go do more events like those. So I hear rumors, Nightingale. I hear rumors of a new, very powerful player joining your team. Like, probably one of the best players in the world.
Okay, that's kind of interesting to see. So 2 days ago, Heavy CC or Heavy on Discord asked me if he can join the team, and after some discussions, the result was that he did indeed join our team, Team Equilibrium. So we have one new member.
So Heavy, the guy who always kicks me out from tournaments, he's in your team now.
Yeah, it wasn't for spite, but we could talk about that a bit later.
All right. Okay, so...
Yeah, so this was the fun news, and for the last topic, a bit more sad, so you can start on it.
Yeah, so basically the last few community-created tournaments has had very few participants and had to be cancelled. I'm talking about the Aurora Cup, I'm talking about Coil Gaming's Lunar Rumbles or Solar Rumbles. And if you're watching this, don't be afraid to sign up for these tournaments. It's very, very, like,
Easy.
Beginners are very welcome, and
Yeah,
you
so
don't have to be so intimidated. It's not so scary. So
yeah, rules are simple. There is no entrance fee. Depending on the tournament, it doesn't really take that long. I think it won't. So it's a few hours, maybe a bit more if you're doing really well. So and they are like there aren't really that many good players. Even though there are, it's still like a good experience. One thing is the reason for the um, low attendance was probably because there was a big tournament both days prior. So last week there was the qualifier, and this week there was the 8-player the finals for the seasonal finals.
yeah,
So people might not have been that keen, but still I do encourage everybody who has time and interest in Faeria to come try these tournaments out. They're fun and interesting.
I was pretty sad that the Call Gaming tournament was cancelled because both Insomnial and Mady, two people like new players, they had signed up. They were so excited, and I think it's so much fun to see when people start playing the game. They have played it for a few days tops, and they still want to try to get into the tournament stuff, and then it didn't happen. And I was gonna cheer for them, even though they were gonna play against you. Usually I cheer for you, but I wanted them to win.
Yeah, it is nice when new players win. And by the way, the first tournament that was the Codex Cup, I actually like it was one day after I bought the game, so it was and I attended it, and it was still really interesting and fun.
Yeah.
So I at that point I have not discovered how great the community is, so I did not test with other players as much as I should have. That's the sad part, but it was still really interesting and good. So these types of tournaments, you should really check them out. Hopefully we will not get as many cancellations, and it is kind of bad time now for tournaments with all the people having some stuff to do, but still.
Yeah, but if you see something, make sure to join it if you have the time. It's way fun, and if something comes up, I mean, you just leave. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Of course, if you are 90% sure that you're not going to be able to attend, it's better to not sign up. But if you think that you might make it, just do it, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, there is no real cost here to attending or losing or winning. Well, if you win, you do get some nice prizes.
Yes. All right, so I think that's it for today, right?
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I think this should be done, except for I'm not sure there is going to be Kappa Council next week, so we need to check that. We might have a Yak Talk next week.
All right, we'll talk to Metagaming TV about that.
Yeah.
All right, so we almost managed to hold to our goal here with below 20 minutes, but not quite. But still, we did good.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching, and
Thank you.
See you in Faeria.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye.